Sup, fuckers? Guess what? We're back. Let me just set y'all up right here. So, if you see this, check out this big ass backpack behind me. You know, little, supposed to be a personal item. A little too big for that. We might be cooked. So, it's been a minute, right? I was a little occupied. First, my main focus was finding a full-time job. And I work a lot serving and food running, so I figured, hey, why not just put all my focus into finding a full-time job when most days I don't even feel like recording an episode. And guess what? I can't find a job for shit, so I'm going to Europe. I'm going to be taking you guys with me every step of the way. And now, next time you'll see me, I'll be in Porto. Alright, so I'm walking across the Dom Luis Bridge here in Porto. Check this shit out. The view's immaculate.
Yeah, it's similar to, I don't know if it's similar. They have a lot of it's cheap. We like
Sorry y'all had to watch a video of me eating. There were two chicks sitting at the table next to me, so I didn't want to be talking on camera. So yeah, I'm at Porto Airport, about to rip London. Had a great day checking around the town, and yeah. Alright fuckers, we're out here in London. There's Tower Bridge in the back. Yeah. Having quite a time out here, for sure ski. Alright, we got Tower of London in the back. Now, let me go over. I say dog or beauty a lot. So, top 5 dog / beauties. First up, VJ Edgecombe. One of my new favorite players. He's an absolute beauty. If Con Knipple and Cooper Flag didn't exist, he would probably win Rookie of the Year this year. I mean, 3rd most points in a rookie debut this century. Come on now. Alright, number 2. I'm putting these two together because why not? Got Haz Mendoza, Fernando Mendoza, and Big Kurt Signetti. Absolute all-time coach QB duo. They're on their way to winning the Natty. Fernando Mendoza is about to be the number 1 overall pick. Yeah, love me some Kurt. Even though he left JMU, probably the best decision he ever made. He's going to Indiana. He just proved he might be the best coach in college football right now. Like top 3 for sure. Indiana was the worst team in the Big Ten the year before he went there. They've made the playoffs the last 2 years. Absolutely insane. Next up, any freshman currently in college basketball. You know, AJ DeBansa, Darren Peterson, Cameron Boozer, Koa P, Darius Cuff, Neoclis Avzavaz, I butchered that, the dude from Virginia Tech. This freshman class is fucking nasty. It gets to a point where like half of them might end up staying because of how stacked this draft class is. Because on top of that, you got guys like Bennett Sturts, Thomas Hall, LeBron Philon, I think is the best point guard in college basketball right now. Yeah, definitely. Number 4, I've called him a beauty in the past when he popped off against Texas last year. But Cam Scatterbo. We got the CTE final boss. Also fucking, he's just unhinged, has no filter whatsoever on his streams. Yeah, he may have cooked the Eagles, but I hope he pops off because I've always been a fan of his, even though he's on the Giants. And then I forget what number 5 was. Alright, shit, did not mean to stop that. Now I remember. Number 5. This guy did not think he would be any good, but he turned this team's season around when they were supposed to be one of the worst teams in the league this year. Tyler Show. Everyone was hating on him because he was 26, pushing, going to the pros. I mean, I did not think he was doing anything special. What do you know? Couldn't be any more wrong. They're another weapon away from going back to the playoffs next year. They have an easy schedule, it looks like. That division sucks. I think as long as he plays as well as he did the second half of the season, I think the Saints are going back to the playoffs next year. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Low-key, Saints probably going to the playoffs. I hope you guys heard that because a bunch of cars went by as I was saying that. Oh, yeah. John Harbaugh got fired last night. Crazy work. We've made it to Big Ben. We are at Buckingham Palace. Oh, what the fuck? Look, y'all, I don't give a shit about football. Check this out.
Over the years, we perfected the art of roasting at St. James Gate.
Alright, just a little update. I was supposed to be in Berlin right now, but my trains to Berlin got canceled yesterday. So that was a no-go. I'm supposed to be taking a train from Berlin to Prague today. But, you know, obviously I'm not in Berlin, so that's not gonna happen. So I ended up in Dusseldorf yesterday. now I'm heading to Prague in a couple hours. Basically, I haven't really recorded much myself. The last couple days, I was out till 4:30 last night. 4:30 Friday night, and then 3:30 the night before. I was just locked in, like, feeling like ass, looking out for whoever. But yeah, basically, I missed last 2 games. I was gonna do an NFL playoff prediction, but now 2 games have already happened by now, so it's kind of hard to do that. However, I will say I did have the Rams and the Bears both winning. That Bears coming back and winning was crazy work. Also, Miami's in the Natty. Miami's in the Natty is crazy work. It's hard to say when they have home field advantage when Fernando Mendoza is literally from Miami. So honestly, I'm still riding Indiana all that. Anyway, yeah, literally. So here's who else I think is gonna win. I'm going to Prague, watch the Eagles play the Niners. I found an Eagles bar in Prague I'm gonna go to. I don't think it's really an Eagles bar, but I saw they have a bunch of NFL games on, I think. I'm going to this place called Drunken Monkey. Fascinating name. So, yeah, basically, I'm taking Bills over the Jaguars. I think that's the best game on this weekend. Bills, Jaguars. I'm taking the Bills. I know the Jags are the hottest team in the league, but I gotta ride for Josh Allen all day. Even though they got some guys out, that's gonna be rough for them. Eagles over the Niners. I just think the Niners are frauds. And then I am taking... Who was I gonna take? Who's left? Who is left? Texans over the Steelers. That's an easy one. I think the Steelers are also frauds. Texans have arguably the best defense in football right now. And then I'm easily taking Pats over the Chargers. I'll love me some Jay Herbo, but that O-line is not doing him any favors. Now, with those predictions, that leaves an AFC divisional round. I have the Broncos going against the Bills and the Pats going against the Texans on the NFC side. The Seahawks going against the Rams and the Eagles going against the Bears. On the NFC side, Eagles, Bears, as much as I'm not really feeling the Eagles this year, Bears proved last night they're frauds. And yeah, I have the Eagles going back to the NFC Championship. Sue me. I don't know why I said screw me, but yeah. And then Rams, Seahawks, I think whoever wins this game is going to the Super Bowl. 1,000%. And you know what? Let me tell you something. 2005, new Pope gets elected. Seahawks are the 1 seed that year. They go to the Super Bowl. 2014, new Pope gets elected. Seahawks go to the Super Bowl, or are the 1 seed and go to the Super Bowl. Seahawks, give me the Seahawks over the Rams. I know Stafford is way better than Darnold, but that Seahawks defense is giving Legion of Boom vibes. Maybe not as good, but yeah, I'm riding the Seahawks all day. And then on the AFC side, we got Broncos, Bills. As much as I would like to see, or as much as I could see Bo Nix getting his lick back, I don't trust him. That defense is nasty, though. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm riding with the Bills. Give me the Bills. And then Pats, Texans. As much as I think the Pats are gonna win one with Drake May at some point, just not this year. That Texans defense is nasty. Give me the Texans. And then, yeah. So we got Seahawks, Eagles, NFC Championship. And then the AFC side of things, we got Bills, Texans. Yeah, I really think even on either side, a wildcard team is going to end up in the Super Bowl this year. I'm dead ass. I really believe so. Seahawks, Eagles. As much as I would love to see Eagles go back to the Super Bowl, I don't see it happening this year. I'm riding the Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks. And then the AFC side of things, don't get me wrong. Love Josh Allen. But they lost to the Texans when they had Davis Mills. What's going to happen when they have C.J. Stroud? Give me the Texans. And then, so Seahawks Texans, that is my Super Bowl this year. Yes, you heard me. Seahawks Texans. And then Seahawks Texans. I forget who I picked to win Super Bowl MVP for a minute, but because I didn't pick Sam Darnold, because give me the Seahawks. I think someone on the defensive side is gonna win the Super Bowl this year, low key. I don't know. I have a gut feeling, and I'm taking DeMarcus Lawrence to win Super Bowl MVP.
Well, now you saw it.
Alright, fuckers, I'm in Vienna. I got here last night. I was supposed to get here at like 8 o'clock, but then it was a little bit of traffic, and the bus driver felt like making multiple pit stops. So I didn't get here till like 9:15. Absolutely brutal. And I was literally, I feel like this is gonna turn into part slideshow at some point. Like, I could have whipped out the video yesterday. It was fucking freezing. I was just dialed in on this walking tour and then getting indoors after. I went to this one arcade. It was called Levels. It was in the House of Fun. I had a 15% off thing that I came across at Prague Airport the other night, so I used that, of course. I only got like 200 tickets though. Absolutely unfortunate. And then, yeah, so I'm about to go do this mobile scavenger hunt that I got booked through TripAdvisor. It's like I'm gonna be doing a leg of the Amazing Race, low key. But yeah, I gotta go eat first. But I'm just walking over there because literally, so my dinner last night, because I got here at like, what time did I get here? Yeah, 9:15. Haribo, like, gummy tropical fruit and some chocolate bar. That was my fucking dinner last night because everything was closed. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Hate to see it. And yeah, so obviously I went 5 for 6. The only game I got wrong was my Birds losing to the Niners. I still think the Niners are frauds. If they somehow beat the Seahawks next week, Robert Saleh absolutely has to get a job this offseason. And even then, unless he ends up with like the Ravens, I think he's better off staying with the Niners one more year. And then probably could be the top guy next offseason. Because you got guys like John Harbaugh who are probably going to get a job. Kevin Stefanski's a big name. He's probably getting hired somewhere else. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, okay. I'm about to go to this place, Cafe Altwine, Cafe Altwine for breakfast. Hopefully they're still serving it.
Take a right on Orchestras, then in 80 feet arrive at your
I
destination.
felt like sleeping in today because checkout wasn't until 11. But yeah, I'll let you know how it is. Alright, fuckers, I'm mid scavenger hunt. Check out the view. Pretty fire. Alright, y'all, I'm at Vienna train station. My train keeps getting fucking delayed. even though it's not snowing right now. Don't know what the fuck is happening, but we gotta talk about traders. Yo, Acho, absolutely fire. This season's legit. Yo, as much as I fuck with shows like Big Brother and Survivor and shit, I'm kind of glad there's no gamers in the turret. I mean, yeah, I'm disappointed, not a fan of this boot order. Ian, Rob, fucking Porsche was pretty fire. Dude, we lost Donnie Kelsey in the first batch of episodes too. Still got fucking Michael Crapaport in the castle, fortunately. But yeah, I'm a fan of this trader picks. Rob from Love Island. He's at this rate, unless he gets clocked sooner than later, I feel like he could probably win this season. I like Candace and Lisa. I wish they didn't do 2 housewives, but I fuck with both of them, so I'm alright with that. I think Lisa kind of cooked herself by going against the housewives the first round table, because I don't know how anyone didn't clock that. Like, is she so willing to turn against the housewives right off the bat? Who won't she turn against? And then Candace, I fuck with her. She's just doing too much. Like, she just straight up fucking gaslit Portia and like telling her what she really said and shit. What are we doing here? And then the whole Conda line fiasco. I love that shit. But like, how did nobody fucking suss that out? Like, who's starting a conga line right after the round table with no music whatsoever? No, it's crazy. And then, yeah, I like Tiffany. Not really a fan of her being best buddies with Michael Rappaport. I think she's cooked in this next batch of episodes. She's bound to get banished. Who else we got? Natalie, I fuck with her relationship with Monet. So here's why I think Eric or Kristen's probably getting murdered. Because here's what we got. We got Eric, Kristen, who are the other two? Ron, and then Caroline, right? That's her name? Yeah. I don't see them murdering a housewife this early on, especially after a housewife got banished first round table. And then murdering Ron would be stupid because he's got so much heat on him. So, yeah, probably Eric or Kristen. They're smart. They would go after Kristen because she's smart as shit. Like, she clocked at least one. There might be one trader that was in the cages. So, yeah, if they're smart, they would go after Kristen for sure. But I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. This season's fire, though. Ian said it best. It's good to not have any gamers in the turret for the longevity of the show, because they've been doing a Big Brother and Survivor player, at least one of those every season up until now. Yeah, I'm here for the no gamers in the turret, though. High key. Y'all, this is why I waited to do my coaching carousel prediction. Like, Tomlin just stepped down. Crazy. The Steelers job and the Ravens job are easily the 2 best jobs out there right now. Also, forgot to mention earlier, Trae Young got traded last week. And crazy. This might be one of the best buy low acquisitions of the decade. I don't fuck with Trae Young too, but like, they got an aging veteran. Don't get me wrong, CJ McCollum's been cooking this year. They got an aging veteran on an expiring deal. They got a young shooter who's been inconsistent this year, and no picks in return. Wizards didn't have to give him a single pick. And the Wizards, it sounds like they're going to barely play him the rest of the year. Still tank. Probably drop to like pick 5 or whatever, but still, look at a top 5 pick again. And as long as they probably should fire Brian Keith, as long as they get a stud head coach, Wizards might be back in the Knicks next year. Who knows? Alright, fuckers. I'm at Budapest Airport, about to head to Athens. And Dante Moore ended up staying in college. crazy work. He is not going higher than 2 next year. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, I guess he's not ready, but come on. You're not going to be number 1 pick next year. I mean, it's possible, but I don't see it. Alright, fuckers, I'm in Greece now. The views are electric. I really wanted to take a shower because I didn't this morning because I just got up and left. Because I got up, I set my alarm for 3. It was like 2:45. And so I'm like, fuck it, let me just get up now. So, yeah, I'm about to rip the Panathinaikos Stadium where the first Olympic Games took place. Because I can't really hang out in my room yet, but yeah, I'm excited. And and the Giants signed John Harbaugh. Not a fan of that. Alright, y'all, I'm at the Panathinaikos Stadium in Athens, and it's pretty sick. I would go inside, but tickets are 16 euros, and you can literally see all of it from out here, so I think, some pics from out here should be all right. Also, real talk, you want to hear something wild? There's a little Uber strike going on in Greece right now. Wild. And then fucking John Morant's about to get traded. Sounds like him and his teammates are beefing. And then he bought a $3 million home in Miami. Yo, imagine he does all that, buy a $3 million home in Miami, and then he doesn't even get traded to the Heat. I know the Bucks are interested, the Kings are interested. I mean, I don't know why the Bucks are gonna go after him. Like, Giannis wants out. The fans fucking hate him now. I don't get why they gotta trade Giannis at this point. It's just stupid. But yeah, about to go get some lunch probably. Yeah. Alright, fuckers, I'm at the Temple of Zeus. It's pretty nice here. It's definitely very scenic over here. And here are my award predictions because I haven't really done that yet. We'll start Protector of the Year, the new one. Go Penei Sewell. One of the best O-linemen in the league for sure. Ski. I feel like when he went down, the O-line was just so ass without him. Yeah. Coach of the Year. I feel like there are 3 different guys who can easily get it and you can't go wrong. Mike Vrabel, Ben Johnson, or Liam Cohen. I'm going with Mike Vrabel. They've won, 10 more games than they did last year? They for 3-14, 3-14 or 4-13? I forget. And then they finished the year 14-3. Insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah, he's just absolutely transformed that team. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year. I feel like there's a clear favorite at this point. Carson Schlesinger for the Browns. He's just been an absolute monster. Should have been a Pro Bowler, but hey, what do I know? Offensive Rookie of the Year. This guy was actually my preseason pick to win, and I'm going to stick with him. Tet McMillan. He's just been an absolute monster. Bryce Young finally gets his guy. Over 1,000 receiving yards. Yeah. And then Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, come on. This isn't even close. Myles Garrett. Bro just broke the single season sack record. Yeah, that's that. Offensive Player of the Year. I feel like there are 2 guys. It's between Jackson Smith and Jigba and Puka Nacua. I'm going with the guy who was on his way to getting the record, but just didn't work out in his favor. Jackson Smith and Jigba has been an absolute monster this year. And then MVP, it's either Matt Stafford or Drake May. I'm going with Matt Stafford. He's just had the best season of his career in his late 30s. What do you have, like 4,700 receiving yards, or 4,700 passing yards, like 40-plus touchdowns. Arguably, I think might have had the best passer rating in the league. Him or Drake May, I forget. But, yeah. And, hold up. Let me prove it to you.
Underground. In archaeology, we have a golden rule. We are allowed to restore only up.
Alright, fuckers. I'm at Mount Lycabettus. Totally butchered that. I was gonna go all the way up top, but I saw I literally went up the wrong mountain, and then I saw this fire food spot. I thought it was the place I was supposed to go to. It turns out they have different restaurants, and then I'm like, you know what? This place is nice. Got a good view. Just had some grouper, and then it was a little dark, so I didn't walk all the way up. But yeah, I'm gonna head back to my hostel. Also, Jonathan Kuminga demanded a trade, not just requested trade, demanded a trade. Wouldn't mind if Philly went after him. We could use a 4. Alright, fuckers. I just went to Acropolis Museum. Shit was kind of fire, not gonna lie. But I'm very beat because we had yet again another late night last night. And then I'm gonna go get some lunch, and then I saw all I need to see, so I'm probably gonna head to the airport in a little bit because holy fuck, it's windy. I'm about to head to Rome in a couple hours. Yeah, let's get it. Hey y'all, I just spent the night in Rome. I'm out here with a Lime bike. Excuse me, boss.
Turn right onto
Appreciate it.
BR-388
What's up, fuckers? I'm in Rome. I'm ripping a fucking Lime bike. If you know what the Lime scooters are, shout out to you because they're absolutely fucking clutch. Way cheaper than an Eber right now, for fucking sure. I saw the Bills Broncos, the end of that game. Absolutely classic. Fucking, like I expected, Seahawks up against the Niners. What was it? I think it was 17-3 by the time I left. They were trying to keep, I know, like, it was 3:30 the time they closed, but, like, bro, you could at least wait till halftime. What are we doing here? Yeah, literally. Alright, fuckers, I'm at the Coliseum. Alright, I'm just walking around Rome. Last night I went to Scholars Lounge, watched some football. So yeah, another third late night in a row. I just walked around, saw the Trevi Fountain. I saw, what else did I see? The Spanish Steps. Oh yeah, the Falcons signed Kevin Stefanski last night. Absolutely wild. I have mixed feelings about that. He's a solid head coach, but I don't know. That's an interesting fit right there. Alright, fuckers. I'm in the middle of doing laundry, and I figured with Harbaugh and Stefanski off the board, and it sounds like there's another job, might be official today, announced today. Let me lock in my predictions on who's going to win. Oh, no, it's someone else's laundry bed. Alright, for the Titans job. It sounds like it's going to come down to Matt Nagy, Robert Saleh, or Jeff Hafley. And I have them going with Matt Nagy. It sounds like he's the most linked name to them. I don't think he's the best option of the three, but he's the most linked name. They need an offensive guy with Cam Ward. I don't think this is going to end well. This has Frank Wright to the Panthers 2.0 written all over it, in my opinion. And then next up, we'll go the Dolphins, because I think they're about to officially sign Jeff Hafley possibly by the end of the day today. They just signed the Packers GM or assistant GM as their new GM, and there's a lot of track record of assistant GMs getting hired with assistant coaches. Anywho, I had to pause that because fucking people came in trying to move their laundry over, but yeah, Jeff Hafley, the Dolphins. The only thing in here is, I feel like good head coaches don't end up doing well in the NFL, except maybe like Pete Carroll. But this dude flopped at Boston College, so I don't know if this is going to end well, but who knows. And then another job I'm confident about, I got Chris Shula to the Steelers. All three Super Bowl head coaches, or all three head coaches they've had in the Super Bowl era, defensive guys under 40. Chris Shula fits that build. And then, what else we got? The Ravens, I'm between Jesse Minter and Brian Flores. And I think they're more likely to get Jesse Minter, in my opinion. I think he's a lot of familiarity there. The only thing is, I don't know if he would leave Harbaugh to go to the team that just fired his brother. But, yeah, I got Jesse Minter there. And then, what else? Who's left? Okay. Let's see. Titans, Steelers, Dolphins, Ravens. I'm trying to think. Sorry. Come on a second. Okay. We just have the Browns, Raiders, and Cardinals. And for the Browns, I've seen a lot of buzz about this guy going. They definitely got to go offensive guy, and this guy has definitely had a lot of motion going towards them. They got Grant Udinski, the Jags offensive coordinator. This would be an interesting hire. Nothing wrong with signing a young guy. They need an offensive-minded head coach to pair up with Jim Schwartz, who was one of the best defensive coordinators in the league last year. So their defense is nasty. But their offense fucking sucks. Donkey dick. And then the last two are the hardest to predict, Raiders and Cardinals. I'm going to do the Raiders first. I'll have them going with Seahawks offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak. It sounds like, I think it could be him or Brian Flores. I do think they should go someone offensive-minded to pair up with Fernando Mendoza, their future quarterback, and Clint Kubiak could be that guy. And then the Cardinals, I have them getting a guy who they almost got back in 2023, probably should have gotten him if they could, Brian Flores. Yes, sir. I think he should get a job again. I think him or Robert Saleh can end up there. I think Robert Saleh is better off staying with the Niners and then running it back and taking a job next offseason. But then again, there might not be a better gig opening than the Ravens or Steelers. So who knows? Yeah, the Cardinals I feel like was the hardest to predict. Brian Flores isn't even the favorite right now. I think it's Vance Joseph or Joe Brady. But I don't think either of those guys it's going to happen. I don't think Vance Joseph should be an option. And then Joe Brady, after the shit show the other night, probably should just stay in Buffalo one more year. But, yeah, that's what we're rocking with here. So, Sean McDermott just got fired. That list I did earlier, we're going to have to redo that because there's a couple coaches. There's one coach, or I bet one of those coaches that I named earlier is going to end up in Buffalo. 100%. I don't know. Because that right there, the Bills, besides the Ravens, the Bills might be the best job opening just because of Josh Allen. 100%. All right, y'all. I'm in Rome Airport, and I know what you're thinking. Hey, weren't you just in Rome the other day and then Florence yesterday? Why are you at Rome Airport? Because for some reason, my flight from Florence to Paris that I booked had a layover in Rome, which makes no sense because Florence is north of Rome, and then Paris is northwest. I don't know. I don't get that. The math isn't mathing on that. So, Dolphins signed Jeff Hafley as expected, and then the Titans got Robert Saleh. I'm all for Robert Saleh being a head coach again. I just don't think he made the right move signing with the Titans because they have a worse roster than they did when he signed it, than he did with the Jets. And I don't know. I just don't think this is gonna end up going well unless he gets a good offensive coordinator like for Mike McDaniels in the mix there. But who knows? I could be wrong. So I'm just fucking around Rome Airport next hour or two. I'm trying to go find somewhere to eat for lunch. And yeah, NBA All-Star vote starters came out yesterday too. I would have had my predictions for that by now, but I didn't even know they were going to drop yesterday because I guess they dropped it on NBA TV or NBA Today because they normally drop it at night. I feel like they normally drop it at night, like maybe like I feel like the starter normally come out last week of January at nighttime. Not, I feel like this is a week earlier than usual. But yeah, shout out Maxey, all-star starter. I think the other starters are Giannis, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Brunson, Jaylen Brown. Yeah, East they definitely got right. And then the West, Curry, Shea, Luka, Jokic, Wemby. I've seen a lot of people pressed. Ant-Man didn't get it over. Ant-Man to become a starter, but I think they got it right. Maybe you could argue Ant-Man over Curry, but I don't think so. I think they definitely got it right for sure. Cause, and then Jimmy Butler tore his ACL last night, so the Warriors better be making a move because Curry can only carry that team for so long. All right, fuckers, I'm at the Eiffel Tower. Check this shit out. Also, real talk. Back to fucking Sean McDermott getting fired. Yo, Brandon Beane and fucking the GM and the owner were on some fucking dumb shit. You're telling me Sean McDermott was critiquing, trying to tell you what we need to win a Super Bowl, and y'all weren't a fan of that? That is very R-worded. Can't say that shit, so not trying to get canceled. That's very, people get offended by that word in the Big 2-6, so can't really say that shit, you know? But yeah, you get what I mean. Alright, fuckers, I'm in Paris, and yo, shout out Lime for not just enjoying his scooters, but making bikes out of it, because this shit is so clutch. I don't have to pay for an Uber or anything. That's huge. No, real talk, imagine if I had my smart glasses on me, you know, like the Ray-Bans. Alright, sorry boy. But like, yeah, imagine if I had the Ray-Bans on me. Because, you know, we would be on an adventure right now. I'm sorry. Hold on. I just get an ESPN update. We're losing to the Suns by 13. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Hold up. Hold on. Booker's 25. Not even at the fourth quarter yet. The fuck? He's cooking the Sixers. They're so inconsistent this year. Yo, Nick Nurse might have to get fired after this year. Deadass. The Egyptian. Alright, fuckers, I'm at the Louvre Museum and I came here low-key for one thing and one thing only. It's the Mona Lisa. Yo, I just went to this one French place. I saw they had a steak for like 13 euros, I think it was. Bro, it might have been the worst steak I've ever had. I'm not kidding. But, yeah, you know who I think the Bills are gonna sign? I would say, let's go Brian Dable. Yeah, it seems like Josh Allen's a big fan of him. Why not? Doot doot, 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 doot. I ball so hard, motherfucker gonna find me. Yeah. We're not gonna say that word here. No, thank you. Alright, I'm at the Notre Dame, and you think Notre Dame, the university, was named after that? Also, shout out Indiana for winning the Natty. Big Fernando and Kirk guy. Charlie Becker, absolute beauty. I hope Elijah Surratt's gonna be a dog. Whoever takes him in the early second is gonna get a steal. And then, D'Angelo Pons too. He's an absolute dog. He should be a first round pick, but I guess he's too small for that. I don't know. But what's crazy? I think, what was it? Notre Dame had the highest odds of winning the Natty when Jeremiah Love's about to go to the NFL. I mean, CJ Carr's a dog, don't get me wrong, but nah, I just don't see it. Their schedule is easier than it was last year. What are we doing here? Yo, they say Barcelona, pickpocket capital of the fucking Europe or whatever. Hopefully don't jinx it, 'cause I'm gonna be out mobile tomorrow, but only if you're a fucking idiot, you know what I'm saying. Fuckers, I'm riding I just rented a bike, and I'm living in Barcelona right now. Real talk, haven't really talked about traders at all, but shout out, no shout out anybody. Fuck Michael Rappaport, fuck that Colton dude from The Bachelor, they both suck. I feel like everyone's siding with one way or the other. Can I start team they both suck? What are we doing here? Also, Tiff got robbed, if we're being for real. Yeah. I don't really care I don't care. Listen, I'm team traders, of course. Rob, Candace, Lisa. Lisa's probably cooked sooner than later, but hey, team Rob or Candace at this point. But yeah, you know me. Of course I'm gonna root for the Traders on a show called The Traders. What are we doing here? Come on now. Of course. Come on. I'm gonna watch literally, can't wait, tomorrow night's episode. I'm obviously gonna be sleeping through, so I'm probably gonna watch it on the fucking train Friday morning, because I literally have a fucking VPN I could watch that shit on for free. So I'm gonna I have a 6:25 train to Madrid on Friday morning, so I'm gonna watch the episode on there for sure. And then after that, I can watch that shit live if I wanted to, all day, baby. Bruh, I accidentally cut a cop off, and now I have to fucking now I have to walk back to my hostel. I just had to park my bike because, you know, I'm not trying to end up locked up tonight. Can't really afford that right now. So, yeah, hopefully we get back soon. Definitely. But yeah. Alright, fuckers. I'm in Madrid right now. Just walking around. I better head to Oxo Video Game Museum. Because unfortunately, I can't get in the hostel till 3. And I didn't shower this morning. I just got up and fucking left. So yeah, I'm gonna be walking around smelling like shit for the next 4 hours, unfortunately. But yeah. Matt Grand Via, fuckers. Oh yeah. And then Jesse Minter, he signed with the Ravens just like I predicted. Yeah. So the Chargers are gonna have 2 brand new coordinators next season, with Mike McDaniel gonna be their offense coordinator. Now they gotta fill that defense coordinator spot. I don't know, crazy. Yo, I just went to this place, Tierra Burrito Bar. I got a burrito. That shit, it was like Chipotle, but way more gas. Like, they had a bar, they had, like, you know, the Chipotle set up and everything. It was quite amazing. Alright, fuckers, I'm in Madrid, walking back to my hostel. Yo, Mike McCarthy signed with the Steelers? That is crazy. Completely. I didn't realize he was from Pittsburgh, but like, just completely shifted the trend they were going for. I mean, I keep seeing people say it's a way to sway Aaron Rodgers to stay another year, but bro, he's about to retire. Why bother? Who cares? All right, fuckers, I'm out here walking around Madrid. Technically last day in Europe because I'm going to Morocco later today, and then I fly back to the States on Wednesday. Bro, I'm so pissed. There's like some like moisture, like dried up shit on my front camera, and I can't get that shit off. So I gotta take all my videos and pictures in selfie mode right now. It's so ass.
Questa è la parte di Suera dove andiamo a vedere perché questo è l'albero, ci sono Suera.
And then shout out the Seahawks and the Patriots both for making the Super Bowl. I was gonna go out watch those games last night, but then my hostel lied and said it said online 24/7 reception, no curfew. But then when I got there, doors closed at midnight. What the fuck is that about? That's some bullshit. So I watched a little bit of the first game on my phone and then fell asleep after because I had to be up at 7:30 this morning. But yeah, riding by my prediction, Seahawks are probably winning. Alright, fuckers, I'm walking around the Medina right now. I'm just fucking walking around Morocco the next couple hours until I'm going to the Afigate Desert around 3 for a camel ride and some dinner show. I'm excited for that. It's my last day overseas, unfortunately. I go back to the States tomorrow. And yeah, let me think. Did I miss anything? Well, Grant Udinski, who I predicted the Browns to sign, he backed out of the job. It sounds like they're about to promote Jim Schwartz, which, yeah, I don't know about that one. I mean, yeah, we'll see. Also, wait, real talk. I don't know I forget if I made a video about this last night, but Shadir made the Pro Bowl over guys like Trevor Lawrence. What? Like, no shot. That's insane. That's fucking insane. The Pro Bowl's a joke. He's so bad. Like, I despise his fans because they act like he's the greatest thing ever, and Kevin Stefanski's racist for not playing him, even though the other QB he played is also a person of color. It makes no fucking sense, but alright. Alright, fuckers, I'm at the Sadian Tombs. Pretty interesting.
że to już zostało później dosztukowane.
fuckers. I'm currently at Marrakesh Airport, just chilling by the gate. Here are my NBA All-Star reserve predictions. I don't know if they dropped last night or not, but just in case. The East was definitely easier to predict than the West. So yeah. Right off the bat, Donovan Mitchell, that's an easy one. Averaging 30 a game. Cavs have fallen off recently, but yeah, I feel like Donovan Mitchell will still get in. Another guy who's kind of fallen off recently since CJ McCollum's kind of ball hogging his team. Jalen Johnson, absolute dog. Easily the Hawks' best player this season. And then we also got Scotty Barnes, one of the best two-way guys in the East this season. Another guy, first-time All-Star from the best team in the East this season, Jalen Duren, been an absolute dog. We also got Karl Anthony Towns, number 5. Then number 6, we have a guy who should have made it last year, got screwed, Norman Powell, and the Heat's best player this season, arguably. And then our last spot, Michael Porter Jr. I feel like if Josh Giddey didn't get hurt, he would have that last spot. Him and Brandon Ingram are 2 injury replacements that I have. And then over at the West, as much as I think he should, if Adam Silver has some balls, he would punish this guy or leave him off for bailing on the day of last season. But LeBron's probably going to get in. Let's be real. Adam Silver's a pussy. Next up, KD, another easy one. And then another guy who everyone thought should have been a starter. Not really me, but a bunch of people thought Anthony Edwards. God, my hair looks like shit. Holy fuck. And then first-time All-Star, I have Denny Avdia, who's been a dog for the Blazers this year. He's a front-runner for most improved right now. That's 4, right? Yeah. Number 5. He's been the Nuggets' best player since Jokic has gone out. They still have the number 1 offense in the league without Jokic. Jamal Murray, he's due for his first All-Star appearance. And then, who are the last 2? Oh, I don't know. A guy who has carried his team back in the mix, been one of the best players in the league the last month, Kawhi Leonard. And then for the last spot, I have another first-time All-Star on the best team in the league this year, Chet Holmgren. And then a couple injury replacements I got Sengun, and then who's my other one? Sengun, and then Devin Booker. Devin Booker was hard to leave off, but I think he's the odd man out here, I'm not gonna lie. I would not surprise me if he gets in at all. Alright, fuckers. Sorry I've been lazy as shit since I've got back to the States, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog episode type shit. But yeah, the rest of this, here is a slideshow of all the cool pics I got. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. Why did I just do the fucking peace sign? Who does that anymore? It's 2026. Hey, yeah, not trying to get copyrighted. Hey, yeah, check out all these pictures. Yeah, yeah, on God. Skirt, bang, yeah, on God. Yeah. 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 I know. These pictures are so cool. Yeah. On God. Yeah. 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 I know. So cool, right? Yeah. Wish I still made it to Berlin. Yeah. Mission Impossible was filmed there, apparently. Not here, though. Yeah. I don't get the hype with these. It's just another pool. Yeah. On God. Yeah. Yeah. yeah, 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 yeah. Bad to the bone. A, yeah, 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 yeah. A, yeah, yeah. Holy shit, this is still going. God damn. Yeah, yeah. Oh, look, it's the Mona Lisa. A, yeah, 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 yeah. Damn, this is longer than I expected. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yo, by the way, thank you all for watching. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is my longest episode yet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't know when the next episode's gonna drop after this, but potentially soon. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh God. Alright, is this over yet? Okay, we're almost up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. This was a great experience. I will be traveling again soon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. On God. Holy